I'm at the airport and I'm ready to fly. I'm really looking forward to this one because this is a brand new airline for me today. Never flown them before. I'm at Melbourne Airport and I'm about to jump on board the inaugural China Airlines flight between here and Auckland. They've invited me on board to help celebrate this inaugural flight. I'm flying over in their very fancy flagship business class product. It's on the A350, an aircraft that I love. Now, whilst they've invited me on board, I do have total editorial control, so I will say it as I see it. I can say what I like. That said, I've heard lots of good things about them, so I've got very high expectations. I've just checked in. Let's head through customs, head to the lounge, and join me as we fly to Auckland. Let's go. China Airlines is a national carrier of Taiwan. From its base in Taipei, it operates a fleet of 65 passenger aircraft flying to Australia, Europe, North America and lots of cities in Asia. In Australia, it flies to Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane, with both Brisbane and Melbourne flights now connecting through to Auckland. Business class passengers have two lounges to choose from. The better of the two is definitely the house. This is the old Etihad lounge, which is now privately operated. It's a nice lounge with all the usual features. There's also a la carte dining available depending on the airline you fly. I didn't order anything, preferring to wait until lunch on board. I definitely had a coffee though. The best thing about this lounge though is the views across the airport. There was plenty to look at, including today's ride, a 7-year-old Airbus A350-900. And it's time to head to the gate. Let's go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. It's a nice lounge. There was some media on this inaugural flight and we managed to get an early boarding so we could film the cabin without passengers on board. It also allowed for the customary photos with a celebratory cake. The crew were looking forward to this one as much as we were. Overall, I really like the look and feel of the China Airlines cabin. Warm, soft tones give the cabin a tranquil, relaxed feel. The business class cabin doesn't have overhead lockers in the middle, so this gives a great sense of space. I'll talk you through the configuration and seats when we're up in the air. In the meantime, let's have a quick look at the economy cabin, which was laid out in a 333 configuration. The entertainment screens in particular looked very impressive. I also got a glimpse of the premium economy cabin, which I would be flying back to Melbourne later that same night. Initial impressions were excellent with a 232 configuration. By way of comparison, Singapore Airlines and Cathay Pacific both have a 242 configuration in premium economy on their A350s. I'll be posting a full flight review on this premium economy, so that sounds like a really good reason to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. In the meantime, let's head back to business and get this flight underway. Thank you. Welcome aboard. Cheers. Here's to a great flight. As we take to the sky, let's give you a quick visual of what this aircraft has been doing. It left its home in Taiwan and flew 9 hours down to Melbourne. Now instead of going straight back to Taipei, it's doing a hop across the Tasman to Auckland and back. This is possible under Australia's Open Skies Agreement with New Zealand, and in the airline world this is called Fifth Freedom Rights. This means that China Airlines can sell the leg between Australia and New Zealand. And considering most of the Qantas flights on this route are aging 737s, this new China Airlines service is a really good option. The biggest difference to those Qantas 737s is of course business class, so let's have a look at these seats. These are proper, modern, long-haul business class seats, and I really like them. With a 121 configuration, each seat has direct aisle access. The seats themselves are really comfortable and have all the adjustments, buttons and tech you'd expect. There's also plenty of storage and room to spread out, making these seats ideal for those needing to get some work done. I'll show you the seat in bed mode a little later in the video. Service started shortly after takeoff. As this was just a short 3-hour hop, the meal service was more in line with the China Airlines regional meals than their long-haul meal service. That said, I was still impressed, especially with the drinks list, but more on that later. I started with a gin and tonic, which was served with nuts and dried fruit. For lunch I had the stir-fried chicken with scallop and egg fried rice, which was very tasty and a generous size. It came with some fresh fruit and ice cream. As an extra dessert, all passengers shared the celebratory cake we'd seen earlier. Here's a quick look at the wines on board. Whilst the food menu had been reduced, the wine and drinks list was still very much in line with China Airlines long-haul business class. I was particularly impressed with the fact that they were serving Johnnie Walker Blue Label, which retails for about $250 a bottle in business class. Some airlines don't even serve this level of whiskey in first class. Really, there was only one thing to do, and a little later on in the flight, the wonderful crew were only too happy to oblige.
Okay, now let's get to the fun part of the flight. Very impressed with the drinks list, especially the whiskey and the cognac. So the wonderful crew here have just arranged a tasting for me. Johnnie Walker Blue. Let's start with the blue. This is the first time I've ever seen Blue Label in a business, served in business class. Cheers. That's nice. That is good. So number 2 is the Cavalier. This is the single malt. All right, we'll try that. Cheers.
This is actually a Taiwanese whiskey and well worth getting your hands on.
That is nice. I like that one. It's got a distinct flavour. I actually like that better than the Blue Label. All right, number 3. It's not a whiskey. It is the cognac. The Baron Otard. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly, but then I mess up every French pronunciation I do. So let's give this a go. Cheers. Oh, that smells lovely. Oh, that is very nice. Thank you.
That's enough of that tomfoolery. Let's get back to showing you the rest of this product. On this short hop, there was no amenities kit provided. However, they did give me a long haul kit so I could show it to you. It came with the fanciest eye mask and brush I've seen in the sky, as well as lotions and potions from Moroccan oil and a luggage tag.
And here it is, the loo review on the China Airlines A350 business class. It is a fancy one, and it one where I'm going to be doing it as a voiceover because of copyright, because this is a bathroom with lovely, relaxing classical music.
We start here with the Hollywood mirror, nicely lit, good for doing your makeup, down to a standard sink, hand towels, tissues, cups, don't drink the water, pan over here to some lotions and potions, make you smell good. And here's a baby change table if you want to change your baby over. Not sure how that works though. We'll put that away. Handles for those who are needing to strain or brace. We have a coat hook up here. And then instead of a full-length mirror, there is this abstract artwork. Not sure about that. And that's the loo review. By now it was definitely time for a lie down. So let's have a look at this seat in bed mode. Bedding is provided in the form of a plush pillow and blanket. Sorry, I forgot to ask if they provide a mattress topper on the long haul flights.
The bed is comfortable. It gets the thumbs up from me. The leg room's good. Shoulder room is pretty good. And the bed's flat. It's all you need for a sleep on one of those long haul flights.
Before we start our descent into Auckland, let me show you the entertainment system. Good quality headphones were provided. The system itself could be controlled by the video remote or the touch screen. Both worked okay. Choice-wise, the China Airlines system is not in the same league as Emirates or Singapore Airlines. However, as this scroll through shows, there are still quite a few choices of things to watch, listen to, read or play. Interesting though, there was no comedy section. This aircraft was Wi-Fi enabled. It's normally chargeable, but I was given a voucher so I could test it out. The voucher was for the 24-hour pass, so I was able to use it on the return flight too. You just need to remember to set up a password. It worked well, and obviously now is a good time to remind you to subscribe to my Instagram channel. I saw on Flight Radar 24 that we were flying just behind the Qantas 737 Retro Roo, which was doing the same route. Now I know which business class I'd prefer to be in. About 3 hours after we departed Melbourne, we started our descent into Auckland. It was a stunning day for flying. Overall, I'd been very impressed with China Airlines. They position themselves as a full-service luxury airline, and it shows. As we taxied to the gate, we saw the Brisbane-Auckland China Airlines flight taxiing in too. These A350s really are beautiful aircraft.
That was a really nice flight. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. That was cool. We made it to Auckland, and that was China Airlines. Overall, I was really impressed. I really like those seats. They're comfortable. The crew were lovely. The cabin's got a lovely ambience. Obviously, on a short haul flight like this, it really is just a taste of the overall experience. And the meals and stuff are probably just a taster of what they would be like on a long haul. On a long haul, they would be far more elaborate. That's it. They obviously didn't skimp on that drinks list. Based on this flight, I would definitely love to fly them long haul, say all the way to the US or to Europe. Let me know what you think, whether you would fly them. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, because this is actually a very quick visit to Auckland for me. I'm about to get changed and then jump on board that same aircraft and head back to Melbourne in premium economy. That's for another flight review. Hey, thanks again for watching, and as always, happy travels.